Welcome back to Crazy Dave's Crew. I'm Laura and you are watching Thursday Threads. In this edition, I want to talk about the Buzz Saw block. This should make a 9-inch unfinished block. So I've got my fabrics. Now I already had these cut. I had some 10-inch squares that I'd used for another project. So I'm going to draw a straight line from the corner to the corner. You can see I've done it in blue on here. Okay. I'm going to use my piecing foot. And so I'm going to use that line I've drawn as my guide so that I get a nice 1/4 inch seam along either side of my line. And I've already done that for us. I am going to cut. We are going to be experts at the half square triangle because that's what we're doing. We're just making a really big one. Okay. So now I have 2 half square triangles. I'm going to press those and then we're going to square them up to be 9 inches. And unfortunately I have a 6.5 inch and I have a 16.5 inch. But it'll work. It's alright. So I'm going to line this diagonal line right on the seam. Nope, not there is it. Not there yet. There it is. Let's just bring it in a little bit. Let's make sure we've got that right on our seam. And let's trim that. Now we're going to flip it. Now when I put my line, my diagonal line on the seam, now I want to make it to the 9. Always double check. There it is, there. I'm a little bit down. Let's come up just a smidgen. And of course make sure I'm still on my line. So if you were cutting these to begin with, you'd probably want to start with a 9.5 inch block. And then do your half square triangle. But like I said, I had these handy. If you happen to have a layer cake or a tile collection or a collection of 10-inch squares, then those would be good. Now, what you need to do is take a handy dandy ruler. And we're going to cut these. So this is 9 inches. And we need to cut these in 4 equal pieces. So we're going to cut these in 2 1/4 pieces. So there's 1. Two. 3 and 4. So I'm going to put that one there, that one there, that one there, that one there, and then I have cut a 2-inch by 9-inch. And I'm going to put that right there. And we're going to sew those together. So let's do that. going to start with these two. And I love when they just match up beautifully. This is nice. So I've got my piecing foot, my stitch is in the center. This is one time I'm not pinning. I'm probably going to regret it. Let's do these two. This one right here. And we're going to attach these. So far, so good. All right, this time I think I want to pin it because it's just that there's some bulk. And I want to make sure I'm not mistaking one layer for another layer of fabric. Too many layers all there that I might mistake something. And there we have it. So let's press it down, and then we need to square it up. And then we need to decide how we're going to lay it out. But here's a little trick. If you have trouble with these points, maybe you want to leave them a little bit taller. And then as you're squaring up, just make sure you have a 1/4 inch from your point. Okay, does that make sense? Always better to have too much than not enough. So now all you've got left to do is to square it up, and then you've got yourself a buzz saw. Now what's next to do is decide on the layout. I can't begin to calculate just how many different layouts you could have with the same pattern. So let's put some together and let's just kind of get a taste of what we could do with them. Don't forget, before we do, if you have not already subscribed to Crazy Dave's Crew, turn that block from red to gray and click the bell so you get notified when we have new videos up. We'd love to have you come back. All right, let's take a look at some options.